Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the PSA Dude here on Houston Media Source, Channel 17. Today we've come to Reinzi, part of the Museum of Fine Arts collection, a house museum in the River Oaks area off of Kirby Drive. And we're going to be visiting with Catherine Howe, director of the museum.
Hello.
Hello, Catherine. Thank you for having us.
We're glad you're here. It's a wonderful place and a wonderful day, and it's just nice that you're here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the house and how it came to be part of the collection of the museum?
Yes. The house was the creation of Harris and Carol Masterson, Houston philanthropists and patrons of the arts, and the renowned Houston architect John Staub. It was designed in 1952 to 1954. They had a great housewarming party in 1954 and inaugurated it. And it became the home of their incredible collection of European paintings, decorative arts, ceramics, wonderful objects, and a wonderful collection. After living in the house for 40 some odd years and raising their families and supporting Houston cultural events and opening their house and sharing it with others, they gave the house, the collection, an endowment, and the encouragement to the Museum of Fine Arts to assume responsibility for it after they died. The museum received this mandate, took over the house in 1997, and it opened to the public in 1999. And so it's been here and is here for Houstonians to come visit all the time. And I'm so glad you're here so that we can invite as many people as possible to come here as well.
Catherine, does the museum's collection change? Is it maintained exactly the way it was originally?
That's a really good question, because a lot of house museums are frozen. And the Mastersons felt so strongly that they wanted this house to be lively and to change, and they gave us permission both to acquire things for the collection and to lend things. We've lent things to exhibitions in Europe and in different parts of North America. And we do period installations also of decorate for Christmas and the like. So anytime you come to Reinzi, you're going to see something new or learn something new.
And the house is full of amazing statues, marble statues.
Yes, sculpture, different objects made out of semi-precious stones, furniture from England, paintings from Spain and from England. Even some gold table sculpture made by the New York jeweler David Webb in the 1960s and 70s. This is a fun collection. There are some unexpected things here. And it's interesting for your visitors to know that there are two ways you can see Reinzi. One way is to call and make a reservation, and this is during the week and on Saturdays, and you spend about an hour walking through the house with a trained docent. There are no ropes, there are no barricades. You just walk as though you're visiting in this house, and we hope that people feel at home when they come. The second way is that on Sunday we have what we call Sunday Open House. And this is great for families. We do allow small children in. You come, you look, there's stationed people to tell you what you're seeing and help you see. And when you get tired, you go out and walk in the gardens or you leave. So it's just a nice, laid-back way to see this very, very lovely place.
Right. Well, thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful house.
I hope you'll come again, and I hope that your visitors will come. Your audience will come too. We'd love to have them.
Thank you. All right, now we'll go on to the PSAs.
Okay.
Our next PSA comes from the Contemporary Arts Museum. This Thursday, November 20th, the Contemporary Arts Museum presents Artists and Scholars Talk. Ed Hill and Suzanne Bloom, professors of the Department of Art, University of Houston, will give an Artist and Scholars Talk on the exhibition Shirin Nishat, which we've previously visited, so that should be very interesting. The talk will happen at 6:30 at the CAM, and for more information, you can visit the CAM online at www.camh.org. Lovers and Cupid have nothing to do with our next PSA, which comes from the 11th Annual Warehouse Art Crawl. The art crawl will have its opening reception on Friday, November 21st from 5 to 10 p.m. And then the art crawl itself will take place on Saturday, November 22nd from 2 to 9 p.m. And it will all happen at the Foundry at 1712 Burnett Street. You can find out more information about the art crawl online at www.artcrawlonline.com. We're standing now in Mr. Masterson's favorite room in the house, the library. And we're standing in front of this beautiful landscape by French artist Philippe Jacques de Loutherbourg. And speaking of landscape art, there is an exhibition now at the Carolyn Weiss Law Building on the American landscape east to west, themes in painting and photography from 1780 to 1910, including more than 30 artworks from the museum's permanent collection. This installation highlights the theme of landscape as it developed in the U.S. beginning in the 18th century. Included in the exhibition are examples of romantic landscapes by artists of the so-called Houston River School, such as Thomas Cole, Frederick Church, Albert Bierstadt, and Robert Scott Ducanson, the first African-American artist to gain an international reputation. For information on this exhibit and others at the MFA, you can visit them online at www.mfah.org. We're standing in front of part of the fantastic porcelain collection at Reinzi. And our next PSA comes from the Houston Center for Contemporary Craft. They would like to announce the exhibition RISD on the Road, which starts on November 22nd and continues through January. RISD stands for Rhode Island School of Design, and they'll be presenting jewelry and metalsmithing by alumni. For more information, you can visit the Houston Center for Contemporary Craft online at the address on your screen. We're standing in front of this beautiful terrace and fountain on the side of Reinzi. Speaking of beauty and nature, our next PSA comes from the Buffalo Bayou Art Park, an outdoor art park celebrating the placement of public art in natural, open settings. Located at 500 Allen Parkway and several other locations throughout Houston, Buffalo Bayou Art Park showcases installations from artists across the country. The art park merges nature and art, placing significant pieces on the edge of the bayou. And now on display at the art park is the Roland Loire exhibit. In their first joint project, the Art Park and Community Artists Collective sponsor temporary public art in one of Houston's best parks. Roland Loire will create his work, which will be on display until next summer. For more information on the Loire exhibit and other events at the art park, you can visit them online at www.bbap-houston.org. We're standing in the beautiful backyard gardens at Reinzi. Buffalo Bayou is right behind me past the gate. Do you know that alligators go through as many as 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in their lifetime? You'll learn all sorts of details about alligators at the PG&E Corporation Eco Station at the Children's Museum of Houston. Explore aquatic life 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, November 21st at the Children's Museum of Houston. And to find out more information about exhibits and events at the Children's Museum, you can visit them online at the address on the screen. Well, we've come to the end of another episode of the PSA Dude. Thanks to Catherine Howe and Reinzi for having us today. Thanks to the Museum of Fine Arts and to the Mastersons for giving the public this gorgeous collection. If you'd like your announcement read on the PSA Dude, remember, email us at psadude@houston-mediasource.org, or you can send us some mail. Care of the PSA Dude, Houston Media Source, 3900 Milam Street, Houston, Texas 77006. For more information on events at the Museum of Fine Arts or Reinzi, you can visit them online at www.mfah.org or call the number on your screen to arrange for a tour. We'll see you next week from the alley. Bye.